Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Shiva, earlier craft doctor, with a quick video. I'm really just wanted to show you some alternative ways to use some of the stamps that you may have. Um, if you remember in one of my last hauls, I showed you these trifold stamps. Uh, these are the 6 different sets that I purchased. Well, the designs, if you know anything about AI, the designs are very small. Like they're all often tiny like this. But these designs are pretty big, which will allow you to make trifold designs like this. And so the designs are pretty big. So what I did with the designs, instead of making this trifold, which is the set, um, which is this set here, and I started coloring it because this card ended up being 3 3/4 by 5.5. So instead of making a relatively normal size card, I wanted to see if I could use the stamps in a different direction. And so that is what I did here. I usually keep after I stamp, I keep my design in the MISTI because I have paper right underneath to work with. So that's just a quick tip. Keep it in there, color in there, and it's contained, and you can do all your designing. So what I did was I took a couple of these designs and created a scene of it by itself. I used these Spectrum Noir markers. This is the first round of Spectrum Noir markers that I'm using, and I have a full set of them, and I love the fact that I have so many colors, but I'm getting rid of them because I really enjoy the tip on the Copic better than this bullet tip. I really like that tip better because even though the tip is bigger, you can get into smaller spaces with it also, just like you can here. And I like how they work. But anyway, I digress. So what I did was I swatched out my colors. Don't forget to swatch out your colors because I was very surprised. I picked up a blue tip. It was similar to this blue tip here. And when I swatched it, it was this purple. So be careful. Swatch out your colors. Um, so I took the design from this house. This house here. Let me bring you in a little bit so you can see. Um, this is the house here from this set. Then I took the gate from this set. That's the gate. And if you can see it, it's right on over to the side. I stamped it close to it, and then I took the Micron 3, and I finished drawing it up to that tree, and then I added the squiggles to make it come out more. So I did that little extra squiggle on it, which you don't have to. It's just something that I did. And then I put the blue to anchor it down. I used that blue, this blue here, to anchor the scene. So it's not like the house is floating in the air. And then I took this tree, which it is really cute when you see this. I took this tree and I didn't stamp this portion. If you can see the little piece of the ear, but you don't know it's there because it looks like it's just part of the tree. And so if you didn't know it, you wouldn't know it. One thing I did do is I left a lot of white space. I used multiple colors. Like my greens are these 3 greens here that I used. LG1, 3, and 5, which is the mixture of the greens to make it look different. What I didn't do, which I wanted to do, and I didn't even think about it, was I was going to put some leaves on the tree, but I forgot to do that. But these are the greens that I used, and then I used several different browns for the awnings. These are the browns that I use for here and here, and the tree and the fence. So different browns. Oh, you can't see them. There you go. The different browns. This red looks orangey. If you look at this, it looks more on the orangey side, but this is CR7 that I use for that. And of course, I used a standard yellow for the glow. I used this gray for the house. So it may look white, but it's really a gray. So I used that gray. I seen a place where I didn't fill in right here. Let's see. See, no matter how many times you use them, you have to make sure you swatch. I did not do these pose. And you see how it's going off the line somewhat, even though these are bullet nibs, it still can go off the line. You see how I straight up was able to make that skinny line. So, and that's what I did. And I used the blue, True Blue 1 is that blue color around to ground the image. So these were, in a sense, this kind of thing, but I changed it and I made them into a little scene. And that I was just wanted to jump on and tell you how you can repurpose the stamps that you have by doing them in different ways. So then now I have a scene that I would not have normally had if I would not have combined the stamps together to make a scene with. So try that out. Try and make a scene with your stamps. Bring them all together. I didn't mask anything. I made it far enough away, like this one. I made it a little bit farther away so then I could connect it myself. This one you can see it's not connected to anything. So it doesn't necessarily have to be on top of one another when you're making a scene. But if you choose to, cut your mask out or use your die cutting machines or something and cut a mask and cover it, and then you can put stuff in the background. And then a lot of the designs, because there's the lines, if I would have put the tree back here, I could have just matched it up right up underneath to the house and then connected it, and it made it look like the tree was in the background. So make sure that you try some of these ideas with all of your stamps, not just your art impression stamps, but with all of your stamps. Try to do something different with them, and that way you get more out of them. Because if you only used it, if I stopped at just doing the trifold, then I could only make this. But now I have so many more avenues to make cards with. I can actually put a group of these together and make a scrapbook page or a painting or something like that, because I can now take this, put a sentiment on it, and put a frame, a backing on it, and put it in a frame, and now it's a picture. So use your stuff for more than what the intentions is for. So then you can get much more out of your products. So this was just a quick show and tell, as it were, I guess, that I wanted to show you a tip that you can use. Today is Freestyle Friday, and so I wanted to give you some kind of things that you can take on with you on Freestyle Friday. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.